हेलो बंधुरा वेलकम टू मैथ गुरु आज के कोलकाता হাইকোর্টে প্রাইমারি और अपर প্রাইমারি টিচারদের যা বিএলও ডিউটি অ্যাসাইন করা হয়েছে ইসি থেকে ইলেকশন কমিশন থেকে সেই নিয়ে একটা মামলা হয়েছিল। আগে আপনারা এই মামলা হেয়ারিংটা দেখুন আর এই ভিডিও লাস্টে কি আজকে অর্ডার পাস করা হয়েছে কলকাতা হাইকোর্ট থেকে সেইটা আমি আপনাদেরকে জানিয়ে দেবো। আগে আপনারা ভালো করে হেয়ারিংটা দেখুন।
Right.
Kindly see the appointment letter at page 41. One of the appointment, there are little variation is there in letter of appointment. Your losses will find this has been, my lord, appointment letter has been issued in terms of section 13B subsection 2 and section 13 double C. I will take your lordship section 13 double C. Before that, I just place before your lordships after the box column, he or she is appointed as the booth level officer against the polling station specified in column 1 of the above table, and following terms and conditions are imposed upon him. After rationalization of polling station, the name and number of the polling station will change. Keep the polling area almost same. I request your lordships, kindly see the nature of duty one after another. I will not read out to your lordships. Kindly just go through your lordships the number of my lord, duties assigned to me. Up to at least your lordships, handling of multiple entries, door-to-door visit, electoral roll maintenance, special campaigning days, present at the polling station. My lord, according to my assessment, it's a full-fledged day-to-day work. It's not for holidays or all that. Now, your lordships, kindly then your lordships, if I'm a primary teacher, my lord, kindly see the last column. Please note that section 13C, that section 13cc of the representative, your service shall be deemed to be on deputation to the Election Commission India, and you will be held responsible and accountable for any negligence or breach of official duty. Any such action shall be firmly dealt with under the provision of section 13(2). My lord, I request your lordships kindly go to the section 13C. CC. 13 double CC. Exactly in the same term. Now, my lord, as we have learned from the law college, deeming provision is stronger than the normal provision. So I am under the, my lord, as soon as this appointment letter has been issued, I am under the election commission. I am on deputation. My lord, in common parlance, in service jurisprudence, deputation means from one cadre to another cadre, from one department to another department. My lord, does he suggest, therefore, that I am not to discharge school duty? I'm putting a question to myself. Considering the nature of duty and the provision of the act. My lord, the act, kindly take note of a specific period. Here the appointment letter do not specify any period. Your lordships, there is a language, your lordships, specific period. If I'm, my lord, I take you, my lord, good. My lord, 13cc. The officers referred to in this part and or any others employed in connection with the preparation, revision and correction of electoral rolls and the conduct of all elections shall be deemed to be on deputation to the Election Commission for the period during which they are so employed. This is lacking in the my lord in appointment letter. They have not dealt with. They have only, my lord, said it, the work. Work means revision of electoral roll. Your losses kindly look at it. This is for revision of electoral roll. My lord, the very first special summary revision, very first nature of work. So I have been employed by the Election Commission for revisional of electoral roll.
Where do you get that revision?
But your losses presence at polling station.
Presence at polling station.
Present at the polling station during the entire period of the special summary revision. And section 13cc says that, my lord, for the revision of electoral roll. So, my lord, my first submissions, this is not clear. Where am I to work? I have no objection to that. But I cannot, my lord, discharge dual duties like this.
What is your school timing?
My lord, school time 10 to 4.
10 to 4.
10 to 4.
All right.
This is one of my submissions. Malad, then your losses kindly consider this. This came up before the Honorable Supreme Court. I take your losses on. Then I will show Malad, how the Election Commission sought to amend it. Malad, this is reported in 2008, volume 2, SCC, page 390. Paragraph 29. Only one paragraph I will rely upon before losses. Kindly similar to section 29. With an advent of technology, requisitioning of a large number of people for carrying out the election may not be necessary. We may notice that the Election Commission has different roles to play. Preparation of electoral rolls, revision of electoral rolls when objections are filed, hearing of the parties and determining the objections, enumeration of the voter list to hold election as and when due. The Election Commission and its officers, in our opinion, can formulate an effective scheme to see that the services of a large number of teachers are not required. This is the objective lawsuits. The state admittedly is not in a position to perform its sovereign function of imparting education. Such functions necessarily are required to be performed by private actors. Those students who are in a position to get admission in public schools, presumably who also be in a position to appoint tutors, whereas those students who are admitted to the government schools ordinarily would be from middle or lower middle class or poor families. The state of primary education in India is in deplorable condition. There admittedly is heavy dropout from the schools, particularly from amongst the girls' schools. The question if right to exercise franchisee, whereupon the emphasis is laid by Mr. Venugopal, is an important one. The right to education is also no less important, being a fundamental right. But after this jolt from the Supreme Court, the Commission has from time to time issues order, not like a comprehensive scheme. I will take your losses to the last order of the Election Commission. Your losses kindly take up the last last one at page 71. The others are there, Malad. I think, Malad, this is because the last one in the Election Commission will respect their own regulations like this. 71 year losses. It start 4th October 2022. Now, your losses kindly take note of this in the second page. Booth level officers can be appointed from the following suggested list of categories: government or semi-government employees. They have put the teachers first.
Which portion are you reading, please?
Page 71. The last office order or their orders,
All right.
comprehensive instructions.
Yes.
This is of 4th October 2022. The bottom at the page, appointment of booth level officers. Booth level officers are to be appointed by the electorate registrar officer under section 13B2 of the Representation of the People Act 1950. After obtaining approval of the district election officer, they shall be deemed to be on deputation on the Election Commission of India under section 13CC of the RP Act 1950. Then you'll see next page. Booth level officer can be appointed from the following suggested list of categories: government or semi-government. Teachers have been put at the top. I don't know whether it is in consonance with the Supreme Court views or not. Then your losses kindly see the next page. Page 73, continuation of the same. Following points should also be ensured before deployment of BLOs. Point number D. Teachers shall be drafted minimally. I have an averment in the writ petition that in a particular block, 90% of the teachers are BLR or primary teachers. 90%. I can give you lots of data. I have. Therefore, their own action, we have to read together. Even if you have kept the teachers at the top, I am giving you lots of page 56 of these annexures. That is Nabadip constituency. It starts from 51. 90% are teachers. And another one, 51 is Bamunghat Bhangor constituency. 90% are teachers. And matlab, it affects the people teacher ratio also. Matlab, this point that 90% teachers appointed, rather the point in regard to people teacher ratio, matlab, came up before this honorable court once. I give you lordships this is unreported copy. একটু জোসেফ কে দিন আমি তোকে সব দিয়ে দিচ্ছি এটাই দিয়ে দেবো
Yes.
This is only kindly see the present writ petition has been preferred challenging inter alia an order dated passed by the respondent number 5. This says malad that all respondent number 5 is a teacher section 13 cc as I placed before lordship qualifying date. Lord, lordship take a cursory glance straight away come to page internal page 5 of the judgment.
Yes.
Undisputably, there are only 2 primary teachers, including the petitioners and the said school, as mandatorily required under the provisions of the RT Act. The guidelines which have been framed the school non-working days,
Yes.
only Sundays. Is it possible to do that?
Why not?
How?
They will allot work in that manner because you have not been allotted work. This is the list of work or the nature of works that will be required. You have not been allotted any work now.
Your losses kindly consider that all of the works to be done by me.
All is not required to be done by you.
That's the work your losses doesn't say that.
Yes, it is the work. A limited work will be given to you. You are apprehensive of doing work.
No, apprehensive.
You do have Saturdays as working days in the court now.
Probably my learned friend every Saturday comes, I believe.
Did you work?
Nobody comes up, due to a loss.
শনিবার দিন এসেছি
Justice Mohitos Mojumdar first hold in the court in the primary school matters in Saturday.
Listen.
Consecutively.
Yes.
So this is the 1 or 2 examples,
Yes.
not that regular. Now, all that I am saying, this is the nature of duties. Why they do appoint the teachers only? My learned friends, 48,000 teachers.
In consultation,
There will be other workers
There are
also.
no others.
They will take.
There are no others.
You are not required to be so apprehensive. They will allot jobs
does
to
he-
you during holidays and during non-teaching
Right.
hours. No, nothing.
There is
Guidelines.
kindly record that your losses during holiday.
Yes,
Record that.
yes.
guidelines.
following the
follow-
guidelines not this
Following the guidelines.
And
Following
the,
guidelines is vague.
the petitioners are primary school teachers. Stuff. They claim to be aggrieved by the order of the electoral registration officer of 180-Bagnan Assembly constituency dated 24th June 2025.
is one of them. That is one of the letters. Similar letters
Oh.
for some of
For all of
Letter for others. Acha, acha. তাহলে electoral registration officer. Are the dates same?
no varying dates.
Oh, varying dates. আচ্ছা তাহলে ওই ডেটটাও দেবেন না। Of various dates. Dates of various dates passed by the electoral registration officer requiring their services under the provisions of section 2 of section 13 caps B of the Representation of the People Act, 1950. Stop. Next. The petitioners are apprehensive that না ওটাকে কাটুন তার আগে লিখুন the order specifies that the officer will be appointed as booth level officer BLO caps against polling stations under the terms and conditions as imposed upon them after rationalization of polling stations. Acha, upon them for full stop. After rationalization of polling stations, the name and the number of the polling station. এটা দরকার নেই, after rationalization কেটে দিন। the officers are required to report progress and issues to the electoral registration officers for timely resolution, and their services are to be deemed to be on deputation to the Election Commission of India, and the officer will be held responsible and accountable for any negligence or breach of official duty. Step. The services required from the officers are assisting eligible citizens, comma, their presence at the polling station on the designated special campaign days and during the entire period of the special summary revision, except on holidays under the Negotiable Instruments Act. Step. Comma, special campaign days, electoral roll maintenance, comma, door-to-door visits, comma, polling station verification, comma, handling multiple entries, comma, consultation with political parties, and address standardization. Step. Paragraph. The petitioners apprehend that as they are required to teach students in the primary school, which is a whole-time job from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., comma, they will hardly be left with any time to perform duties as per the order of the electoral registration officer. Step. Paragraph. It has been submitted that it will not be proper for the officers to absent themselves from school duties only for the purpose of acting under the direction of the electoral registration officer. Stop. The studies of the primary school children will be hampered if the teachers are allotted any other duty apart from teaching. Stop. The student teacher ratio under the Right to Education Act will also be infringed if the teachers are deputed for other duties. Stop. The paragraph, the petitioners relies on the judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court in the matter of Election Commission of India versus St. Mary's School and others, reported in 2008 to SCC 390, and the unreported decision passed by a coordinate bench of this court on 28th September 2018 in WP number 18225W of 2018, within bracket, Shutantra Haldar versus the state of West Bengal and others. Stop. Prayer has been made. Oh, character line. It has been submitted that the impugned order does not specify the period of deputation. Stop. Until and unless a specific period is mentioned, comma, it will be deemed that the teachers would be under deputation for their entire period, service period. Stop. Next. Prayer has been made to relieve the petitioners from the duties as may be assigned by the electoral registration officer. Paragraph. Learned Counsel representing the Election Commission of India refers to the impugned order and submits that the said order has been passed in consultation with the concerned officer. Stop. The same is not an unilateral order. Stop. Next.
Not the concerned officer, not the authority, if your lordship will
আচ্ছা
kindly-
অফিসারের জায়গায় the school authority. আচ্ছা. It has been submitted that
Education institution.
guidelines have been published by the Election Commission of India, specifically mentioning that the teachers shall be drafted minimally as booth level officers. Stop. Where necessary, comma, teachers should be drafted work during holidays and during non-teaching hours and non-teaching days, so as to avoid any loss of academic work. Stop. No teacher of a single teacher's school shall be deployed for the purpose. Stop. The activities of the booth level officers should be planned in such a way that it does not affect the work of their parent department. Paragraph. It has been submitted that that work is yet to be assigned to the officers, and the work will certainly be assigned keeping in mind the guidelines laid down by the Election Commission of India. Paragraph. Upon hearing the submission made on
It is represented, not I am adopting the arguments of the Mr. Mukul.
learned advocate representing the state adopts the submission advanced by the Election Commission of India.
আশা করি আপনারা ভিডিওটা দেখে নিয়েছেন। আগে যারা প্রাইমারি টিচার পক্ষে যারা দাঁড়িয়েছিল উনি কলকাতা হাইকোর্টে জানিয়েছে কি ইলেকশন কমিশন প্রাইমারি আর আপার প্রাইমারি ম্যাক্সিমাম টিচারদেরকে বিএলও অফিসার নিযুক্তি করে দিয়েছে আর ওদের কাজটা আছে প্রত্যেকটা বাড়িতে ঘুরে ঘুরে বিএলও যাদের কাজটা আছে সেইটা করতে হবে। কিন্তু এই কাজ যদি একটা প্রাইমারি আর আপার প্রাইমারি টিচারটা করলে ওরা তো স্কুলেও চাকরি করে সেই সময় তো বাচ্চাদেরকে কী করে পড়ালেখাটা হবে। আর এই যারা ম্যাক্সিমাম প্রাইমারি আপার প্রাইমারিদেরকে তুলে নিয়েছে বিএলও অফিসের মতন তাহলে যে এই স্টুডেন্ট আর টিচার রেশিওটাও হ্যাম্পার হয়েছে সেটা ডাইরেক্টলি এনসিটি একটা যা গাইডলাইন সেটাকে হ্যাম্পার করছে। তারপরে সুপ্রিম কোর্টে একটা গাইডলাইন ইস্যু করা হয়েছিল কয়েকদিন আগে কি প্রাইমারি আর আপার প্রাইমারি টিচারদেরকে খুব বেশি কাজ দেওয়া যাবে না ইলেকশন সময়, কারণ ওরা একটা টিচার আর স্কুলে ওদেরকে চাকরি করতে হয়, বাচ্চাদেরকে পড়ালেখার জন্য ওদেরকে চাকরি দেওয়া হয়েছে না। ইলেকশন কমিশন যা আলাদা আলাদা কাজটা দিচ্ছে সেইটা ওরা সবসময় করতে পারবে না। কিন্তু লাস্টে পুরো মামলাটাকে দেখে জাজ সাহেব একটা অর্ডার দিয়েছে কি যখন স্কুল বন্ধ থাকবে আর যে সময় ছুটি থাকবে সেই সময়ই শুধুমাত্র প্রাইমারি আর আপার প্রাইমারি টিচাররা বিএলও কাজটা করবে, বাকি স্কুলের সময় কোনোভাবেই সেই কাজটা করে যাবে না। আমি একটু ছোট্ট করে আপনাদেরকে কনক্লুশনটা জানিয়ে দিয়েছি। এর মানেটা হলো স্কুল আওয়ার ছাড়াই ওরা বিএলও হিসাবে কাজ করবে আর যেদিন ছুটি থাকবে সেদিনই উনি কাজ করবে। আর ওখানে একটা রিস্ট্রিকশানটাও দিয়ে দিয়েছে জাজ সাহেবা কি সব কাজটা বিএলও অফিসাররা করবে না, যে সময় ওদের ছুটি থাকবে শুধুমাত্র সেই সময় ওরা কাজ করবে আর স্কুল আওয়ারে কোনোভাবেই বিএলও কাজটা ওরা করবে না। এইটাই ছিল আজকে মূল পুরো অর্ডারটা। বাকি আপনারা হিয়ারিংটা দেখে নিজে বুঝতে পারবেন কি কী আজকে হয়েছে। আশা করছি আপনাদেরকে ভিডিওটা পছন্দ হয়েছে। প্রত্যেকটা গ্রুপে ভিডিওটাকে শেয়ার করুন, চ্যানেলে নতুন থাকলে চ্যানেলকে সাবস্ক্রাইব করুন। থ্যাংক ইউ।